What's up, y'all? Do you have an aftermarket radio but you have a factory camera and you wanted to do this? If so, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to get your factory backup camera to work on your aftermarket radio. Alright guys, so the part that you need is the Access AX Cam 6V, and that's a 12 volt to 6 volt camera step down. So what basically comes in that pack is some instructions, let you know how to wire it up, and it's going to give you this thing right here. So basically what this is if I'm not mistaken, it's a few resistors that's kind of heat shrunk onto this little board, and then it gives you these 3 wires. So I'm gonna explain to you what these 3 wires are. So the black one, of course, is ground, so you're gonna put that to ground. You can either ground it out yourself, or you can tap onto any aftermarket radio ground like the ones that you're using to actually hook up the radio. It's perfectly fine. The blue with the white stripe, this is going to be receiving your 12 volts. So this is where we're going to actually hook up our reverse wire. So our reverse wire is going to bring 12 volts to this wire right here, and it's going to output 6 volts to this blue with the red stripe. Let me see if I can get this thing in focus real quick, but either way, one more time, black goes to ground, blue with white is going to receive our 12 volts, blue with red is going to output our 6 volts. So when this receives the 12 volts, this is going to hook up to our reverse wire. This right here is going to actually power our camera. Alright, so another thing you're going to need is a RCA. So a lot of times when I do certain vehicles and the harness comes with these RCAs that you don't need to hook it up low level, but you can cut it and go high level, I usually save these strictly for, this is one of the main purposes. So what I usually do is I take my wire and I twist it together, all nice and cute looking like that, and then I will go positive, positive, negative, negative on this RCA. That way I can use that for my video feed. So I know what you're thinking, why use butt connectors? It really don't matter. You can do whatever you want to do. It is good to go ahead and solder, but as far as time goes for me to solder it and make this video for you guys to make it more informational, I just chose to use butt connectors. At the end, I'm going to test the tape all this so it looks all nice and neat, and then I'm going to leave a little bit right here off so I can actually wire my wires up. Alright guys, so what you need to do is find a way to actually get your wire colors from your camera. I got some resources like All Data and Direct Text, and you can use some websites like the12volt.com. that's the12volt.com. They also have like what's that one website? There's a website by, I want to say, Bulldog Alarms. They have like some wire diagrams and some wire colors that you can look for, but you're gonna need that type of information. Once you find that, everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. I'm just going to show you how to wire it up. So I found through my wire diagram that this 24-pin plug on this Toyota RAV4 year 2014, these two are my camera's positive and negative as far as the power, and these are my positive and negative for my signal. So I got pin 11, which is black. I got the blue with the red stripe going in here because that's going to give us our 6 volts. I have my light blue going with my black because that's going to be the ground. And let me just show you how I got it done over here first. I guess it would be better. So if we look at it, here's our converter, our 12 volt to 6 volt converter. I took the black, which was the ground, stripped it back and tied it on to our 1761 harness. And then so that way this is going to be grounded. I'm going to solder that and put some tape on it, and then I took that black and grounded it right over here for the power ground as well. With the blue with the white, I told y'all this needs to see our 12 volt trigger. So I already found the 12 volt from the fuse box in this vehicle, which is going to our radio. I just tapped onto it. So this 12 volts, once it goes in reverse, is going to hit that blue with white, and it's going to send 6 volts from this blue and red to the power on the camera. Now we have to get our signal. So these other 2 wires are our camera's positive and negative, and that's where our made up RCA comes into play that I've tested tape. So the gray I put for positive and the black of course is negative. So I'm going to solder all these connections and tape them up, and then we'll see if it works. This is literally all you need to do. Find your camera signal wires and your camera power wires and get some power to the camera, 6-volt converter, signal to the camera from here, and now this RCA is just going to go to the back of our aftermarket camera. Now let's see if it works. All right, y'all, let's check it out, man. See what happens. Boom, there it is. So if you guys find any value in this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Until next time, this is your boy JP signing out.